everybody. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Pearish. I work in the Office of College and Career Readiness for the MSD of Wayne Township. So Wendy and I have a very unique opportunity to serve all of the teachers and counselors in Wayne Township, as well as our students, 7 through 12. But we are actually housed at Ben Davis High School. So we get a unique perspective to see how things are working. We have an open door policy so students can come in. Our offices are in the media center, so we're very accessible. They don't have to go through a secretary to get to us. They just walk in and ask us a quick question, or they can sit down with us during their impact period, or come down during a study hall. So we really enjoy working with our scholars at Ben Davis High School, as well as throughout the MSD of Wayne. So we're going to talk about data. So when you hear the word data, what kind of feelings does it instill in you? Does it freak you out? Does it scare you? Are you a geek like me and enjoy looking at those numbers? Or do you feel beat up after you see some of them? Data will tell you the truth. Sometimes that truth can be harder. It hurts a little bit, but those numbers, what's really going on. So you have to look at them. If you're not good with data, sometimes it takes too long to figure out. You don't want to put the time in to figure out the numbers. Or you're not really sure how to pull the data. And then how do you know what's really working? So Naviance is a great tool for us to pull reports. Naviance Insights does the work for us. So when you use data to make decisions, Ben Davis High School in 2007 had a graduation rate of 67%. They had to have some courageous conversations, some solution-based responses, and some creative solutions to get to where we are today. And in 2018, we had a graduation rate of 92.8%. So that took a lot of work. A lot of people were a part of that team to make this happen. So this presentation, we're going to talk about post-secondary planning and eDocs, course planner, college visits and trips. Our special services department is using Naviance, especially the Strengths Explorer. Our 21st century scholars are all in Naviance, and how to drive engagement to the program. So when we started to roll out eDocs, the non-negotiables were seniors who are enrolling must add the institution to their application list. This is the only way we know where students are applying. They have to go in and add this. And then teachers and counselors must send those documents using eDocs. Most of the institutions that our students apply to receive electronic delivery. Teachers complete the letters of rec, upload it to Naviance, and then they can send that themselves. And then our counselors are able to do all the Common App reporting within Naviance, and it sends it for us. So everything is in one central location. Naviance is the sole repository for all of our post-secondary data. The only way to make data-informed decisions is to have data to work with. So everything goes through Naviance. So when we look at our numbers, our post-secondary college applications, within the first semester of 2018 and 19, we have almost surpassed where we were in 2017, and we're on our way to beat last year's numbers. We still have spring campus visits. We take, I think, 4 more this school year, and then we also have impact lessons to drive students to their respective lists. And then we look at the active senior applications. We're on track to beat last year's numbers. And we're going to see some more growth because we have admissions reps meeting with scholars to do on-site admissions, and then continue meeting to make sure all of our students have a plan. So Course Planner is a fantastic tool that we use in the MSD of Wayne Township. During impact, goal setting, metacognition Mondays is an important aspect of that. We know that 4-year plans can help students be successful by creating some tangible goals that go with their 4-year plans. Once students complete their 4-year plan, we export all that course data and upload it directly into our SIS. We utilize Skyward in Wayne Township. Love it. If you're not super techie, there's a learning curve to that, but it's worth figuring out. So by using the course planner, it knocks out 4-year planning and scheduling at once. So just some numbers. In course planner, we have 10 plans of study. 99.6% of our 8th graders in Wayne Township have completed their course plan for their freshman year. That's 1,186 students already done. When we export that data, there were almost 19,000 rows of course data that were uploaded to Skyward in less than 30 seconds. So it is a fantastic tool that saves a lot of time for a lot of people. College visits and trips. Campus visits are crucial for scholars to find their fit. It's also important for them to see themselves at that college. Recently, we took a tour, and we had the standard tour guide, the script of walking around campus. Kids weren't super engaged. We ate lunch on campus, and a group of alumni from Ben Davis came back to talk to us. The current students didn't know the alumni, but they were more engaged with them because they looked like them, they talked like them, they could relate a little bit more than just the regular tour. We utilize alumni data to determine where students have enrolled to plan trips. We go to where our students are driving themselves, and then we compile feedback from our annual senior survey to figure out where we need to plan those trips. So this year alone, we had 1,576 students sign up for on-site college visits, and these are the top 6 universities that they signed up for. Makes sense because they hear these names all the time. I use our number 1 with 200 students signing up. And then throughout the school year, we have 16 campus visits that are sponsored by our office. So we pay for the busing, for lunches for those students to eat on campus. So the Office of Special Services wanted to improve the way IEPs were written with an increased focus on student strengths. Naviance was able to fill that area by utilizing the Strengths Explorer. Last year, 666 assessments were completed. Last semester alone, we doubled that. So by focusing on the students' strengths, you will hopefully see more of our scholars excel. All of our 21st century scholars are also in Naviance. So 75% of Wayne Township students qualify for free or reduced lunch. It's about 4,000 kids. 2,000 of those are enrolled in 21st century scholars. We needed a way to communicate with those students efficiently, so we built tasks in Naviance, do success plan, and we upload their scholar ID to the nickname field in Naviance. If we don't use it, figured we might as well with their scholar ID, so students were able to access that on their own. So looking at some 21st century scholar data, we know we have some work to do. But leaving 9th grade in the Prep CC class, most of our scholars have all their tasks completed. So it's critical for you to team up with your IT services department to make the data uploads into Naviance seamless. It takes a lot of work, but once you get it there, it's perfect. It automatically uploads the data every night. Last year was our first year using Clever, and it has changed the way students access Naviance. No longer do we have to add students manually or withdraw or inactivate them from Naviance. Clever takes care of that for us. It saves hours of work on our administrative assistants. So if you have not gone to Clever, I highly suggest you do so. It's a single sign-in application, so students don't have to remember passwords for every other website, or Skyward, or Naviance. It's one password that gets them into Naviance. And so to continue engaging students, we continue to embed Naviance in Impact. The lessons that are coming out, 21st century scholars, and updating 4-year plans. Scholarships, all of the scholarships that we offer are housed in Naviance. We drive students there. Wayne Township is very active on Twitter, so every time Wendy, Mr. Perez, or I tweet a scholarship, it always refers them back to Naviance to complete the application. We also customize our welcome messages. Students in grades 9 through 11 receive a new message every quarter. Seniors, it's a new message every month. So what's coming up, what do they need to focus on? We also utilize surveys. Our 9th grade academy selection. At the 9th grade center, they're in small learning communities. Students in 8th grade get to choose where they want to be. So in 8th grade, they complete that survey. 99.6% of our 8th graders have completed that survey. And then student groups allows us to communicate efficiently with smaller groups of students. So our 21st century scholars, we've created student groups. We can email them Quick little things. The academies of the 9th grade center. Each academy has a group that they can contact. It makes communication much easier than trying to copy a list of students, paste them in an email. Student groups just work so much better. So, our 8th grade students, we've seen 11,403 logins. That's 9.4 logins per student because of Clever. It makes it so easy for our students to access Naviance by not having to remember what password they used for Naviance. Clever logs them in, so that has helped drive the engagement. In grades 9 through 12, we've had 2,000 logins since January 1st. 503 of our scholars in the class of 2019 have logged in over 50 times, and then 27 students in the class of 2019 have logged in over 100 times. So Clever has helped us, Impact has helped us, all those different areas to get students in Naviance. So where we're headed, we know that social media is the way students communicate. And it's not Facebook. Twitter's fading away, so we need to innovate. So we're looking at expanding to Instagram and Snapchat. Student surveys, we're going to get some more data on campus visits. We want to see why students are picking certain universities, or what kind of supports they want to see the university provide, just to get some more data on our kids. And then continue to drive the message of the 3 E's: enroll, enlist, and employ. That's all I have. You can find my Twitter at Pearish. Feel free to email me with any questions. I did not put my email up there. Thank you.